Happy Sunday, fun day. My name is Blake Gentile and we're coming live from the Sean Gentile Child Support Office. And it is Keeping It Real with Sean Gentile. How are you doing, Sean?
I'm doing just great. Thank you so much for being here.
I know, I'm so excited. Today, we picked a topic called love. Keep it real. And I was just curious, Sean, what made you want to touch base and really go into depth with this topic?
Well, I see firsthand people in relationships that have fallen short, meaning they're ending. And I just wanted to touch on the fact what love really is, to get a new perspective, to look twice before you plunge in, get married, have a child, and then realize it wasn't love at all.
I'm really glad that you hit those points. My next question would be, what do you think the different stages in love are?
First of all, the most important thing in love, when you want to get into a commitment, because of course I do divorce mediation, before you go into the commitment, you have to really know the person. And it does take about 2 years to know somebody. And you have to have similar goals along the way. If you don't have similar goals, if someone's not that ambitious and someone grows at a faster rate, you could have a lot of problems.
I'm glad that you shared all of those stages in love, about analyzation and collecting data in order to form an accurate opinion about the future of your love interest.
That's the truth.
Now, my next question would be, what do you think is probably the most, como se dice, rewarding part of love?
It depends, again, on what stage you're in. I'm a lot older than a lot of the people who come in, but I'll tell you, the most rewarding, if you're looking for fun and lightheartedness and physical action, would be in your early years. And then in your mid years, it's more of a work committed effort. And in your later years, people may just look for companionship. So it's all different. If you just want all out fantasy, younger years. But in my age group, basically I look at love as a lot of effort, so it depends on what you're actually looking for.
You know, I'm really glad that you stated all of that, and I would love to delve further into all of these topics. I noticed that you have a plethora of people who come in and seek counseling, and, you know, they come in for your services, and what they receive is beyond compare. It's a bountiful amount of knowledge coming from you directly, right, Sean Gentile?
Well, we talk with people, and I'm just doing this today to see what people really think of love, because people get involved in so-called love, and then it seems like things fall apart at a fast rate. So if you really look at what's going on and what you're seeking, instead of emotionally acting out or grabbing the first person you see, you may avoid a divorce.
I love your commentary, and I'm excited to hear about what people who come to see you personally have to say. Why don't we delve into this a little bit deeper and see what other people think? Let's take a look.
Sounds great. If you were to say a few words on love, what would they be?
Well, what I think about love is honesty,
I think about love is trust,
communication,
devoting your time to your woman,
giving him your all.
fighting for her.
That's what love is.
A few words about love.
Okay. I really didn't know what true love was until I had this one. And I realized how much God actually loves me.
I think that's very true. I also think, though, that true love is partially sacrifice. And it's sacrificing part of yourself to become one with somebody else. And I think there's a bunch of different forms of true love that you can have in sisterly relationships, brothers, parents, and relationships with your significant other.
If we know what love is, then why do we fall short?
Bad communication can go wrong.
Not trusting the people that your mate is dealing with can go wrong.
Not trusting them in general can go wrong.
Not trusting yourself can go wrong. And then not following up what you feel is, you know what I'm saying, you're thinking about it can go
feel that with true love, you're tested. There's a lot of tests in life, and if you persevere through the test, then you actually have gained true love.
What you said was if true love really does exist and we know what it is, why do so many things go wrong? And I wanted to elaborate on the word wrong because I believe they're all lessons, and if it's really meant to be, then what all of those wrongs really teach you is what's actually right, and it gives you a point of reference for something that you can work on, because love is all about growing together, and I think children are a great example of that.
Can't have any more candy.
They're constantly growing.
And if you want to sustain committal love, for example, a marriage, what would it take?
Effort. Foundation.
Strong foundation. Solid foundation.
Without trust and bearing with each other, you don't have nothing.
Yeah. It's hard.
It's super hard for you. I love you too.
I'd have to say that just being honest and open with each other, and when anything ever bothers you, you just go ahead and say it instead of holding it back.
I think that's really accurate. And with committal love, and there's two different types, I think. I think there's short-term commitment, and I think there's long-term commitment. With commitment in love, you have to define what type of commitment you're looking for. And if you're looking for something long-term, something that I apply in my own life that I think has been really helpful is finding a mentor with something that I want and using their actions in their life as a role model for what it is that I'm pursuing in my life. I also think that commitment is another word for work. A relationship is something that you have to work for. It's accountability, it's dependability, it's consistency. It's showing your true colors and appreciating other people for showing you the same. And it ultimately is gratitude, because everything in life has its ups and downs. But the best way to stay committed in something long term or something that you want to pursue is to be grateful for the good things that you do have and use the bad things as a point of reference to grow from. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. It's Blake here again at Sean Gentile, keeping it real. Don't forget, this week was unedited and uncut. So if you have any topics or things that you want to hear us talk about or people you know talk about, make sure to visit us on our website, give us a call, or subscribe and like our YouTube page. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next week.